散，追赶你要的骄傲。慢热的等待，走来你的泰山，追赶你要的骄傲。Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Good morning, everybody. Monday. Y'all make it? Y'all make it? You can go here to get the Daughter's Revenge. You can go here to join the free Patreon. Da-da-da. There you go. I'll take it off. Made it through the cold, chilly weekend. Woo! We did here in Florida. It is still a crisp, cool 29 degrees here in sunny Florida, Orlando. 29 degrees. 29 degrees. Look at that. Everyone's like it was 4. It's going to be a unique week this week, I guess. Florida is going to be, or at least Orlando is going to go 65, 30, 65, 30, 65, 30, like one of those things. So also, and before we start the show, because holy crap, Nicki Minaj just said, I'm going to push the red button and nuke everyone in Hollywood and the entertainment industry last night. Wow. Over the Grammys. It's glorious. We'll talk about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I just wanted to say thank you for Friday. That was quite the show of love and appreciation over here, and it just kept a smile on my face all weekend. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It meant the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you. All right, that's it. Now we move forward. Obi-Wan Cannoli for $2 8-hour early tax. Good Lord, man. When did you send that? Wow. When did you send that? No Me Without You says up early making breakfast burritos and lurking. I might need to see some video evidence of all that. Just to make sure. Donna Hall says, happy Monday. Stay warm and safe. That goes for everybody. Everybody. And I appreciate whoever gifted me a sub. Look at that. And Special J with $1. Yeah. Special. That's true. Good morning, everybody. Lady Aaron D posted, where was that? Lady Aaron D's been posting about the meetup. Samsung, no. Go out and enjoy. I saw you on Jeremy's show. You're like, let me give Jeremy a $500 donation so I could balance out the universe since we gave Jay so much, right? I was like, Sam, and then Jeremy's like, that's right. I can't. Jay can't get more than me. So thank you, Samsung, for balancing it out. I was like, dang, bro. Oh, that was crazy. But yes, uh, if you are coming to MegaCon and you plan on hanging out at the Geeks and Gamers meetup, we do need you to sign up so we have a head count of who's all gonna be there, so we can, we can let the people know that we're renting, that we're expecting this many people. So make sure you sign up and let us know. Jeremy was jealous. I don't know. He'll just do he'll do like 3 live streams and it'll be all good. So it was quite a spectacular Friday, that's for sure. But yeah, if you plan on going, there is and then also I will have the detailed information. I felt bad for Ryan, bro. Ryan does very well. Don't worry. I think he's just fine. And if Ryan gets mad at his friend doing well, then you know. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. There you go. He cleaned up last night. So there you go. All is right in the world, right? All is right. Let's see. There is so much going on. I don't even know. Let's start with a public service announcement for all the fellas out there. Okay? These crazy people online are getting desperate. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. It's a little chilly in the house. So, I don't know if we'll talk anything about Epstein. I couldn't really. There's a bigger fish to fry out there with Nicki Minaj. I think Jeremy went over the Epstein stuff. I can't make anything out of it. Like it says he's in it, they're in it, that's in it, they're in it, this is in it, this is old news, this is good news, this is bad. I'm like, I don't know. Somebody eventually will have a nice breakdown of it all, and then then we can like go through it. But I'm not reading all that. I'm not reading all that. But fellas, please pay attention. Please pay attention.
If a civil war begins, I volunteer, but not as a regular army person. Pick me to serve as a bioweapon. Let me spread Hep C to the bad guys. My weapon isn't my gun, it's my Hep C. Spread love, not war. And by love, I mean Hep C. Comment below if you have Hep C and you want to join my liberal bio arsenal. Hep C can be cured via oral medication, but we're not going to have Hep C meds at wartime. If a civil
This lady allegedly wants to get people with STDs together to go sleep with the enemy so that they could spread their stuff to the enemy. It is not surprising to me that the progressive left have STDs. It's not shocking at all. I hear they get around. So, fellas, be careful out there. A lot of crazy. If they might think you're a Trump supporter or you're in favor of ICE, they might be like, we got you. We can get them. We're coming after you. Whew. I mean, it's crazy out there. Oh my goodness. Let's just spread STDs on our enemy because there'll be no medication. Holy crap. Does she have a nose ring? Yes. No. Yes, she does. Little one. Little one. Can you imagine if she freaking put a group together and there actually are women that are like, I'm willing to do it. It's like, what? 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 She probably likes Star Trek Discovery. Oh no. Oh no. Someone says she's trolling. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Keep thinking that these crazy leftists are trolling, that they're trolling. I've seen enough of it on this show. You can't convince me otherwise. If they tell you they're going to do something, they probably will. These people are retarded. The people that they worship as their leader are retarded, and they do retarded things. So, be my guest if you want to sleep around with these women. That's your decision, not mine. Be my guest. I mean, look at these theater kids, man. Look at these theater. Here's Tim Waltz. They're taking kids from Minnesota and sending them into detention camps. They're shooting American citizens in the street and locking investigators out of crime scenes. The world is watching what happens next. Protesters took to the frozen lakes of Minneapolis Friday to broadcast a message of distress to the world. SOS, send help. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Are you freaking kidding me? This is theater kid itis on display. They literally have the freedom to get in their car and drive wherever, if they have a car, and go wherever they want. Yeah, SOS was a sign if you got stranded on a desert island and you're running out of food. These fats ain't running out of nothing. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Send help, world. Send help. Please. They're locking up criminals in our city. Please send help. I'm like, are you? And then, of course, their leader, Tim Waltz, is like, they're taking children and killing U.S. citizens in the street. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Freaking theater kids, man. After they do this stuff, they go home and they turn on the news and they go, we did it. We did it. We freaking did it. Look at us. Look what we've accomplished. Look what we've done. Who's going to come? Canada? Guy's going to have Canada come through? Tim Waltz thinks he's like the president of his own country. Like he's the dictator of his own little country and he just does whatever he wants. With that little mayor, that little gay mayor doing the same thing. Like, what would these people do without the federal government? I'm telling you, what would they do? They would have nothing. Whether they love the federal, in one way, they love the federal government because they love what Tim Waltz is doing. And then on the other side, they hate the federal government because it gives them purpose. So, you know, it's crazy. It's freaking crazy. So it's a love-hate relationship, and if they didn't have it, they probably couldn't survive. Let's form a giant SOS because we're stranded. Leftists are desperate for people. They need to use their children to push ideology. It's a rabid animal trying to use everything to survive. I think so. Not supporting it, but historically that tracks. Look up Virginia Hill, aka Limpin' Lady from World War II. She gave infected women to German soldiers during a wartime. A really great spy from World War II. Now that's crazy. I'd never even heard of that. I am watching the show Turn. It's an older show. I can't watch this new stuff, man. I'm bored. Like Turn's been pretty good. I'm in season 2. Season 1 was a little slow, but season 2 picked up. It's about the George Washington spies. Tim Walz is the president of the Democratic People's Socialist Republic of Retardia. Their national anthem is Run a Mean Pick 6. Turner was a good series, people in the chat said. Yeah, I'm on season 2. Pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's only 4 seasons, so, you know. Yeah, again, like this is the only response, you know? Anytime like these people like Tim Walz or whatever, whoops. Whoops. Whoa. Oh my gosh, Jay. There we go. Man. Good morning, Dan. Turn is good. Wonder Man was great. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is best on. I don't have HBO. Bro, I don't even know why I'm on daily. I don't watch this stuff, man. I just I don't have HBO. I don't have that stuff. I don't have Disney Plus. I got other things I like to do with my time. So when like Ryan talks about these shows, I'm just like, sounds cool. I'm like watching old stuff. Ryan would be lost without you. Yeah, right. Yeah, I doubt. I think he Daily Chat does not like Jay for the. I know they don't like me on Daily. You know. Jay says, geez, Gary could run a stream better. What stream? This one? You talking about this one, Jay Den? Mark says, Ryan, what do you think, Jay? It's pretty much it. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind the daily chat. I guess Jaden didn't came in, said this stream sucks and left. Huh. Yeah. I mean, listen, if you tune in, if you're tuning in here to watch a Gary stream, I got news for you. It's a J stream. We do things a little different around here. Anyway, what I was saying is anytime these theater kids post stuff, this is the correct response. Why no one in the lake for these victims? Yeah. That's it. Now you get like dead silence. Oh man. I'm still waiting on Jaden to answer, you know. I'm curious. You really have to gird your loins to watch a J stream. That's true. That is true. Minneapolis leftists are now setting up makeshift blockades and checking IDs to keep ICE agents from passing through. Ah. Talking about your little boomer episode with the screen. Oh. Well, it happens. How ironic. That first of all, isn't that illegal? And of course, Tim Walz is probably allowing it. This is the same people that don't want voter ID. These are the same people that don't want ICE checking people's IDs. Now they want to check IDs to see if you're ICE. Are you kidding me, dude? That's not going to work out too well. But we'll let them think that they're doing. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Pretty crazy. This past weekend though, there was an election in Texas for a was it state senator? And Democrat won. Yeah, here it is right here. And now the Democratic Party are cheering as if they won the presidential election. Democrats cheering like they just won the White House over a single state Senate flip. Here's a reality check. It's so over. Democrats popping champagne every time they snag one state legislative seat and acting like the entire GOP is collapsing and it's a blue wave. State Senate race, not Congress, not governor. Yeah. According to like a lot of people, most of the Republicans didn't even go out to vote. They didn't even go out. A little over 100,000 people came out for that election. Mm. Yo, what's up, Spider? Turn season 1 was good for setting it all up. 2 is now the nitty gritty. Seasons 3 and 4 are nuts and breakneck. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I guess we'll see how it plays out in the midterms. It's going to be interesting. This is cool. The mayor of Long Beach. Now, this guy is not the mayor. Chad corrected himself here. He says mayoral candidate. I was rushing my post, my bad. So this guy's running for mayor of Long Beach. He's calling for the gang leaders to come in and help him fight ICE.
My name is Rogelio Martinez. I am calling all 55 gangs in my beautiful city. I expect.
I'm calling for all the gangs in my beautiful city. How crazy is that, number one?
A gang leader from every gang, all 55 gangs, and I'm not going to name them by name, but I'm calling the Latino gangs. I'm calling the Cambodian gangs. I'm calling the Filipino gangs. I'm calling the black gangs. I'm calling the Pacific Islander gangs. I'm calling all gang leaders to meet me right here, Long Beach City Hall, this coming Monday. Why Monday? Specifically, I need you to be here to meet me in person to take back this city, because our leadership is not doing anything about it and our police are powerless. Once again, let me be very clear. My name is Rogelio Martinez, your 2026 Long Beach City Mayor, and I need your help. I need to see 55 gang leaders here this coming Monday.
Oh. FBI, are you watching? Are you watching? You want to arrest the gang leaders? Apparently, they're going to be here with the mayor or the mayor that's running. Shout out Pre-Dawn Corpse. All the gang leaders are coming on Monday today.
We need to take back the city. Enough is enough. ICE needs to get out of Long Beach. And this is the only way.
You got to get out of Long Beach? Then why are you running for mayor? Golly, man, these people.
That I know how to get them out. Peacefully, but with strong force. But peacefully. And remember, the police are not at fault. The police are not doing anything wrong. I'm not here to defund the police. I stand with my Long Beach police officers, my men and women. That's
I need all the gang leaders here and the gang members. We need to take back our city, but don't mess with the police. This is what I'm saying. This is the kind of stupidity that we are up against. These are the kind of people that anyone can go out and be like, they hate you. Vote for me. Yes, master. Yes, I will vote for you. We're going to tax you up the wazoo. You're not going to be able to own anything. But we'll be able to give Donald Trump the middle finger. Yes, master. Yes, I'll vote for you. Take all my money. Take all my money. Don't worry. When I tax you more, I'll just blame Donald Trump, and we could all be angry. Yes, that's a good one. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
serve the Long Beach Police Department, but they are powerless. They are powerless against ICE. I need your help. I need all 55 gang leaders to meet me here this coming Monday. And we need to take back Long Beach. Enough is enough. We cannot have any more innocent people be taken and detained.
I don't know. I don't know. This was sent to me over the weekend. This looks like the ultimate road trip. 80 hours. Oh, I hate having a stuffy nose. We start at PP Island. I think that's in where is that, in Canada? PP Island, make our way down to Poo Poo Point. You know? Head through Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Chicago. Oh, and there's PP Creek is a pit stop right there. That'd be one heck of a video, wouldn't it? PP Island. Can you even drive that? Can you drive this area up here? Or you have to fly? Nova Scotia, you got to take a ferry, right? Might need a ferry, yeah. Okay. PP Island, all the way through New York, through the nice part of New York, that's for sure. This part of New York right here is like, it's beautiful. Like farmland and stuff. Kind of crazy. When most people think of New York, they think of like Manhattan. Just touching Pennsylvania, right through Ohio, cut through Chicago. 80 hours. Oh, man. There's got to be a billionaire that watches this show that I'm like, Jay, I'll pay for all these crazy trips. And then somehow I'll reach out to PP Poo Poo Man and be like, you got to meet me at Poo Poo Point. We got to fly you out there. Oh, 80 hours. That would take what? That would take what? Maybe with like when you stop, like when you make stops, if you want to stop at certain places and hang out, all that stuff, probably take 3 weeks, right? If I did a trip like that, I'm in Florida, so I'd have to start from Florida. If I did a trip like that, I'd want to stop at like some sites, you know, like national parks or something. Right through Minneapolis. I want to stop at the Leering daycare. That's for sure. I want to stop there. You know, Israel will fund you, Jay. Oh yeah, they probably won't. I make fun of the Jews too much. What if you went by luxury train? That would probably cost me a fortune. A freaking fortune. I heard they did shut it down. I saw that the sign is gone and everything. The Leering Center is no more. What a trip that would be. Well, now that I know this exists, could you imagine? I could see the start of the video. What's going on, everybody? I'm at PP Island, way up here in Canada, and we're about to do the ultimate road trip. You guys are invited. We're going to make stops along the way. We're going to have meetups. It's going to be great. From here, we're heading to PP Creek. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. It's like we're here at PP Creek, and our final destination is Poo Poo Point. Jay, please tell me you're doing this road trip. Man, I can't afford that, man. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. Find the rails, Jay. We're talking toilet humor here. If USAID was still around, maybe I could find some kind of fun to get it done, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Man, did I miss? Look at this. There's PP. There. Wait, poo poo PP ma'am for $1. Shalom. Here's some shekels. Dun, 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 dun. 38% chance the Democratic Party wins the presidency, House, and Senate in 2028. I don't think Gavin Newsom, I don't think he has. I say that he doesn't have a prayer, but dude, the way we see like stupid people on here, it wouldn't be surprising. His whole campaign is going to be ending Donald Trump's rule. That's all it's going to be. He won't have no policies. He won't have anything. People will dissect what happened in California, and he just lies about it. The craziest thing was when he debated Ron DeSantis a few years ago, like 2 years ago, I think. I watched that debate and I was floored because he found a group of people at a university in California to make polls to show how great he did and how great California was. You know? And he was bringing up those poll numbers, and Ron DeSantis was like, what are you freaking talking about? Like, we have the U.S. National Census saying that people are fleeing California. He's like, no, according to this poll done by the University of, Community College here in L.A., we're actually doing, and I'm like, what? He just blatantly lied. And then Ron DeSantis called him out. He goes, wait a minute. You're using a poll from this college? He goes, no offense to the great people that are attending college, but come on, man. Come on. Dr. Spike gifted 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Shout out. Roasty. We got the Bella Stella. Late to the party tax. $36.99. $36.99. Shout out. Well, things ain't going too well in New York. Clearly. People are starting to go to the mayor's mansion and complain about what's happening in New York.
That's right. We know about your mom. Now listen, we was with you, Zoran. We voted for you, Zoran. We advocated for you, Zoran. We advocated for you. You ain't getting up and get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zoran. Shame, Zoran.
Shame! Shame!
The first lie was CCRB, Zoran.
Shame!
CCRB had the final say, Zoran.
Shame! Imagine appealing to this voter base. It is the voter base that is never happy or satisfied. It's the crazy left. Zoran's campaign was to promise anything and everything to everyone all day, every day. All day, every day. Free stuff here, you get this. It's like you and everybody in my chat, everybody on the news, even Democratic pundits saying he can't keep all these promises. I don't know what they're I don't know what's going on, but he cannot keep all these promises. Kind of crazy. Well, apparently something really bad is happening in New York. Like something's going on with the trash. Like no one's picking up the trash. And hold on, let me find it. Yeah, here it is right here. I think this is just one of the videos. Mounds of garbage are flooding the streets around Gracie Mansion. What's Gracie Mansion? What is that? Look at all that. Governor's Mansion? Oh, that's the mayor's house. They're bringing trash to the mayor's house? Crazy. What's up, Binary Recoil? They're unionized. Okay. Shout out Wicked Virtues in the chat. She's up early. Mayor's home and City Hall. Got it. I don't know anything about the garbage trucks, you know? So I think there was somebody else complaining about that. Yeah, here it is right here. New York residents are furious and demanding answers as garbage and filthy snow continue to pile up on the streets a full week after the snowstorm, with many wondering how it possibly could still look like this. Really?
This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty shit. This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm.
Dang, look at that. Look at that big pile of trash right there. Crazy. I'll be going to New York. Maybe I'll go live from the garbage walking around New York when I go there this month. Oh. Can't get it done, huh? Can't get it done. Also, there's been major voting remorse for the people in Virginia, where that governor just decided that she's going all in. Let's see if I can find that. I didn't get a chance to go over that on Friday because you guys went a little haywire. Oh man, look at this. Then we'll get into this is let's see, we went through Don Lemon getting fired. He's released. He said he's being treated like a hero. He's ready. Here we go. Virginia residents. Virginia residents are now panicking. It's not even a full month in 2026. Their electricity bills are nearly tripling, and they're being hit with new Democrat-approved energy rates, with one resident saying she is now paying $600 per month, more than her car payment.
I just got my energy bill for the month. Dominion Energy out of Virginia. My bill has tripled. Like, I usually pay about $200, on a regular, $300 on a high note. $621. That's more than my car payment. What the actual hell is going on?
She wasn't alone. There were many others that came onto the scene and were just like, I don't get it. Here's another clip. Imagine my shock. Consequences for elections, right? Many Virginia voters are developing buyer's remorse after Democrats are pushing a tidal wave of tax surges on citizens following the most recent election. Moderate Democrats was a big lie. Now, personal property tax on electric leaf blowers and electric landscaping equipment, large employer tax, guns and ammunition tax. Eesh.
Here's a list of the many tax increases and proposals Democrats.
That is as loud as I can get it, ladies and gentlemen, so I won't yell. So,
in Virginia are considering passing. They include additional local sales tax in all Virginia counties and cities, new personal property tax on electric leaf blowers and electric landscaping equipment, large employer tax, gun and ammunition tax, new income tax brackets, a delivery tax. This would hit you if you make an order on Amazon, Uber Eats, or an order that includes UPS, FedEx delivery, etc. here in Northern Virginia. There's also a tax they're looking at for events, concerts, an investment income tax, storage facility tax, gym membership tax, dog walking tax, dog grooming tax, counseling tax, digital personal property tax, new car taxes and highway use fees, an increase in the hotel tax here in Arlington. Statewide speed cameras. Now, these aren't taxes, but they would include more fines for some drivers, dry cleaning tax, home repair tax, and a vehicle repair tax.
They should really be listening to their constituents a lot more, because these tax increases are going to hurt those who are struggling the most.
Republicans are blasting Virginia Democrats' tax proposals, asking what happened to all their talk about affordability.
They did campaign on affordability, and right now, right out of the gate, that's been the last thing that we've seen. That's been the focus.
7 News is waiting for a response from Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger and leadership in the state Senate and the House of Delegates on how this would make life more affordable for you. We'll put their responses on our homepage, WJLA.com. Reporting in Arlington, Nick Minaj, 7 News. Here's a list.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Meanwhile, in Florida, the great state of Florida, the governor, Attorney General of Florida says effective today, Eric is no longer a registered nurse in Florida. Healthcare is not contingent on political beliefs. We have zero tolerance for partisans who puts politics above their ethic duty to treat patients. Yeah. Meet Eric, a registered Florida nurse. He says he won't give anesthesia for Republicans undergoing surgery and believes that's his right. I will not perform anesthesia for any surgeries or procedures for MAGA. It's my right. It's my ethical oath. And I stand behind my education. I own all of my businesses, and I can refuse anyone. Well, effective today, you are no longer a nurse. It's so crazy how they will stand there and be like, look what I'm doing, y'all. If we all stand together and refuse to treat MAGA, we will win. We will win. Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, I love Florida. I hope it never changes. Holy crap. Hope. Hope is the key word. The Grammys were. Oh no! How about this one? The Melania Trump movie. I was supposed to see it. I was supposed to see it Saturday, but we were gonna have a live stream about it. But unfortunately, everybody else that was gonna see the film with me couldn't go because of the weather. The movie theaters were shut down, and so I was like, all right, let's just cancel and we'll do it later. So we'll do it later. Of course, she was getting destroyed online, you know, and everyone's like, it's gonna fail, it's gonna bomb. I see you guys over on Rumble. I see you guys having your own little conversation and on Kick. Nurse Lab says, any interest in Iron Lung, Jay? No. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to spend my money at the movie theaters. I'm glad Markiplier, speaking of movies, Iron Lung, I'm glad it's like doing well because I think Hollywood gave him. I think Markiplier has done something. I think he did something that has messed up Hollywood, where the Iron Lung didn't really cost that much to make. And it was received, you know, some say it sucked, some say it's great, whatever. And the fact that he made a successful film, you know, a successful film as a YouTuber just proves that we can get it done. We could change the direction of Hollywood. My son saw it and he really liked it. And that is a good thing. That we need more independent rising up, man, and tell these Hollywood weirdos like we're done with you, you know? We're done with you. So but then of course they went after the Melania documentary. Documentaries don't really do well on you know, in the theater, but this guy's pretty funny.
We all know the Hair Bear is right about absolutely everything. Remember this? The Melania Trump movie, which is releasing in theaters this week, is on track to flop badly.
Well, it turns out that the Melania movie kind of shattered all expectations. Cleared about 7 million, maybe a little bit more in its opening weekend, which
And it also the fact that it did this well under the conditions where a lot of movie theaters were closed because of the weather. You know what I'm saying? Like because of the weather, it probably would have done more. Like I said, I know like there was 4 of us that were going to go see it, and everybody that was going to see it, movie theater was closed for the weekend because of the snowstorm. So, you know,
about the best a documentary movie has done in theaters in over a decade. So yeah, what Hair Bear probably doesn't realize that by
calls
making the movie, he actually
Harry
made more
Hair
people
Bear.
aware that the movie was even out, and they went to go see it. Now, it's probably a stretch that it will make its money back, but let's be honest, documentaries typically do not draw in a lot of revenue. It is more of a niche audience, although Melania's audience is about half the country, a little bit more. Yeah, turns out people dig the Trumps, despite what Hair Bear and Chrissy and the rest of the Feelings Force will tell you after a rigorous game of tummy sticks. They all stand in a circle when they do that. It's weird. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, so turns out Melania is actually pretty well loved. And why wouldn't she be, you know? She's an immigrant. She immigrated and assimilated in America. She became a badass. Not to mention she's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. President Trump, definitely outkicked his coverage. But good for him. And she has a son, Barron, who's also a badass. And if he wanted to, could probably be president, but he probably doesn't want to. He probably just wants to be like a slumlord, mogul tycoon, somebody badass with sweet suits on all the time. Yeah. Anyways, Hairbo was wrong again. Shocking.
Hair Bear. I don't know if we'll talk about it on Daily, but we'll see. Binary Recoil says the movie Iron Lung, directed by Markiplier, the YouTuber, had a production budget of under $3 million. The film grossed approximately $17 million domestically in its opening weekend. The crazy thing about the Markiplier film, I don't know if we're going to talk about it on Daily or not, is that it was only scheduled to be in 40 theaters. But because of his fan base and he was asking if you could call theaters to have it, it then opened up into thousands of other theaters, even though Hollywood and like other places refused to report on its earnings. It is a whole, and we know this. We know this. It is a whole circle from media, film critics, everything else of people that want to keep it that way when it comes to movies, comic books, television shows. That is why they hate YouTube. They hate YouTubers. They've always hated YouTubers. They always called us like an annoying tick. They hate that YouTubers become popular. They hate, and that's why like the big fear is that eventually people are going to try to talk to Google and get YouTube to be like when the YouTube TV, like make YouTube more like Netflix, you know? They don't want to see independent stuff succeed and crack their circle. So they hate that, you know? They freaking hate that. That's why if you support the Daughter's Revenge, us little guys, you know, Midget Menace for 5. I'm a VA resident. Moved from upstate New York in 2013. I absolutely loved living here, but because of the new governor, I'll be a Floridian by summer 2027. See, we got The Iron Lung was not a good film, and then there was somebody that was just recently in here that said they loved it. So it's to each their own, right? Hollywood wants to buy YouTube according to Clownfish TV. 100%. 100%. 100%. A lot of streamers bash on YouTube, but they still stream here. I like YouTube. I don't mind. Everything has their problem. Rumble, I have more problems with Rumble than I do anything else. One of the highlights for me at the Grammys was good old Jelly Roll. Unlike Bruce, who says Florida is full, I welcome all Republican and MAGA voters to Florida. So we can finally be rid of the little pest state senators and stuff like that are Democrat in Orlando. Let's get them out. Let's get them out. And maybe they'll all leave. Before we play this, shout out. It's lurker time. Thanks for being a lurker in this chat. We're at 600 people. 600 people. Shout out to all you lurkers. You know, shout out. Thanks for being a lurker on this chilly Monday. Stay warm. I'm late. Had a long weekend rocking out a show and being a local celebrity, but I made it. Go buy Jay's book. Shout out Thundarius. I wished you nuts, and it worked. I wished you nuts. See, this is the thing. I totally disagree with Bruce, but that's my brother, man. I can't wait to hang out with him, even though I could disagree with him and be all right. It will change. If I gotta lead the change myself, I gotta lead the charge. Disney's losing all its power here. Don't you know? They lost Reedy Creek. They're losing it all. They've got to answer to the governor now. We need to send MAGA to other states to turn them red. I can agree. I see. That's what makes you a normal human. I'm going to arm wrestle you, Bruce. We're going to arm wrestle to see who pays for the first drink, right? Groundhog did see the shadow saying that there's going to be a lot more ice and snow. So, you know. That's it. Thank you, Doc. Looking forward to the Daughter's Revenge. Got my artist edition ordered to Vindicta. Shout out, man. Shout out. A lot of people in my chat disagree with me. I disagree with them, but they're good people. That's the beauty of America, you know? Some of y'all might disagree with this message, but I love it.
I know they're going to try to kick me off here, so just let me try to get this out. First of all, Jesus, I hear you and I'm listening, Lord. I am listening, Lord. Second of all, I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail. I'd have killed myself if it wasn't for you and Jesus. I thank you for that. I thank you for my label, Broken Bow, Country Radio, baby. What's up, dog? Oh, Republic, John Manili, we did it, baby. There was a time in my life, y'all, that I was broken. That's why I wrote this album. I didn't think I had a chance, y'all. There was days that I thought the darkest things. I was a horrible human. There was a moment in my life that all I had was a Bible this big and a radio the same size and a 6x8-foot cell. And I believed that those two things could change my life. I believed that music had the power to change my life and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord. You ain't nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah,
We went from that. Holy crap. To we went from that to let's see if I can find the clip. To the rest of the show, where they were making fun of Nicki Minaj, and of course, they were making fun of President Trump. They were making a lot of jokes about President Trump and Epstein and everything like that. And Trump was like, you know, I think I had enough. I think I had enough of you people. The Grammy Awards are the worst. Virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill, but I've never been to Epstein Island nor anywhere close. And until tonight's false defamation statement, has never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser. Better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty. Ask little George Sinopoulos and others how that all worked out. Also ask CBS. Get ready, Noah. I'm going to have some fun with you. President Trump. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap, bro. I'm going to have some fun with you, little man. I'm going to have some fun. God dang, bro. Oh. He literally listed everyone that he sued that tried to pin him to Epstein and won. He goes, ask CBS, ask George, ask how it all worked out. I'm going to have some fun. You had fun with me. I'm going to have a little fun with you. I'm going to have a little fun with you, little man. Oh, my goodness. What do you guys think? Who the freak is Trevor? Like, how is Trevor? Is he ever funny? Kind of crazy, right? What's going to happen is Trevor will make a statement on his social media. And he'll have to make an apology, and he'll twist it to where it's like, I just don't want to be bothered. I'm a comedian. I just tell jokes. Trevor Noah was on the Daily Show, right? Yeah. The Daily Show hire. That's right. Yeah. It's amazing because for years Christians and Republicans, when these award, like when Hollywood had these award ceremonies and they would just make fun of all things conservative, trans rights and all that stuff, they would just spit in the face of anything conservative. And the majority of the time, it was mostly the conservatives that never, ever, 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 ever did anything back. We sat and took it, right? And I'm not talking about you specifically in the chat. I'm just saying we're like, well, we'll just vote. It's like we live in a time now where conservatives or people that stand for, like, on the MAGA side, they ain't playing no more. And I'm not just talking about Trump. We're talking about others. Of all people. I mean, we're only in the first month of the year. Of all people, love her music, hate her music, Nicki Minaj lit the fuse, man. Lit the freaking fuse last night, and it's anyway, let's just get your popcorn ready. All it took was this guy Trevor Noah to talk trash about Nicki Minaj, and yeah, things went a little crazy. Let's my man Wes Scott had some choice words. Graham said Trevor Noah is funny like Jeremy is a heterosexual. Let's start with Wes Scott. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to love Nicki Minaj, but I appreciate people that stand on the right side of like common sense. You know, this guy, I love this guy. He's my new favorite follow because this guy, like, he freaking does not care. This is before we begin. A little trigger warning. Some of this stuff is going to get really rough. Okay. Just letting you know. If you got your kids or anything, I know people like to put the kids in there. It's like some of this stuff is going to get pretty rough. Pretty disgusting. I'm just laying it out there. Some people were like, "Hey, Jay, my kids are on. They're home from school." I'm like, this might not be the segment. I might have to take this. I might have to take this down because it's gonna get into like, you'll see. You'll see.
Oh, Trevor, why you coming at Nicki Minaj?
Oh, let's start out. Here we go.
Oh, Trevor, why you coming at Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass.
You need to be worried about the people sitting right in front of you. Your friends Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Public place, you did it. Probably the Obama thing.
John, what's the? Oh God!
Oh God!
John,
What?
what is your wife talking about?
I don't know. We're not going to discuss
We're
that.
not going to discuss it.
We're not. We're not. We're not talking about it.
Not the White House.
It was not at the White House.
100% not the I promise.
He was not elected yet.
I'm in trouble now.
Now, excuse my language, but John, what the hell was that bitch talking about? What the hell were you doing with the Obamas? Before he was elected? You care to explain what's going on? Or maybe you can explain these tweets that your wife been tweeting out. Johnny and I are on the way to the Hollydale. Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza. Cheese pizza? I heard that before. Where did I see that? Oh, maybe right here. Code words and terminology used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences. Hot dog equals boy. Pizza equals girl. Cheese is little girl. That's a mighty big coincidence, John. Wouldn't you say so? I don't know about them people, Trevor. Maybe you should be worried about them. Stop focusing on Nicki Minaj. Let her do her thing. Stupid ass. Enough is enough. There's a lot of sick things going on in Hollywood, and people need to be investigated and locked up. Starting with John Legend and his wife. Jay-Z next.
Dude does not. Yeah, kind of weird tweet. 4-year-old cheese pizza. A 4-year-old. Morning, Jay and chat. Catching you a bit late. Was making eggs, no mayo, and sausage. Much love, though, and God bless you. God bless you, brother. It gets better. Meta Slave. I knew she would be here for this. Where's the lie? They've had this in plain sight. Watch Pinocchio Pleasure Island and Monsters, Inc., the collection of the screams. I'll just leave that up for people to write down if they want. You know? Where should we begin with this? We'll start with what he was saying. I did not know this existed. This is freaking crazy. Nicki Minaj, this is just one of many. I'm telling you, if you have a Twitter, just go to her, just read what she was posting. They attacked her early, and she just said, all right. Wasp for 10. Thank you for ruining cheese pizza for me, Billy. I'm not Billy. You know, I take offense to that. The truth is, Wasp, and you know this, we all knew that, like, everyone knew, like, this was Hollywood, you know? Everyone knows that Chrissy, this is, what's that guy's name? What's her husband's name? The singer. What's his name? I just said his name. John. Yeah, John Legend. Thank you, Nerd Slap. This is John Legend's wife, Chrissy Teigen. She posts, everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has a PP, allegedly. So she threw that out there. And then they started bringing up her tweets from her now deleted stuff. Like, I can't even read these because of YouTube, but you can see them yourself. There's no community note. There's nothing going on, you know? You guys can see that. We'll move on to the next collection. She writes, I'm going to jail over pizza. It's always weird to me how strong I can't read these. You can see it. You can see it. It's bad. It's bad. I want pizza. Brad Pitt just handed us pizza. It is freaking evil. Evil. I'm not going to leave it up long simply because, well, now everyone's saying that yes, she is definitely, you know, she's definitely a I'm just going by what they're saying. I have no proof of whatsoever. People are posting more of her old tweets and her old post about her and John Legend. Nicki goes off again. Like, this is just one of me. She just was like, okay, you're gonna talk about me? And Nicki posed this. It's just crazy, bro. Your favorite artists have been practicing rituals and satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. Wow. And Jeanette with the membership. Thank you so much. Again, I cannot scroll through the comments, but scrolling through the comments is a lot of crazy stuff. Is a lot of crazy stuff. Now, you know, there's always been like these rumors. People have been calling this stuff out for years. People have been saying that it's been happening forever. You get little hints in pockets. Sometimes a picture gets released that they can't explain. Who was that girl in Transformers? What was her name? Megan Fox. Here, just recently, she was wearing necklaces with like human blood in it. He's just like, what? Look at Odyssey Run. Got my Vindicta shirt today. Waiting for the second shirt and hat, and can't wait for the Daughter's Revenge to arrive. Shout out, brother. Shout out. I got to be careful with this one too. She said, Trevor, I got to cover up half the picture here. Trevor refuses to come out of the closet when everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend, allegedly. Pictures of Jay-Z. Come out of the closet. Everybody in the industry knows his boyfriend, allegedly. Pictures of Jay-Z. Let's see. All right, this one's okay. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted. No morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They've escalated to physical intrusion of places of worship. The demons inside of them are so bothered all the time. Also, this is Scott Pressler. 30% of Christians are not registered to vote. If you follow Nicki and need to get registered to vote on your current address, message me. I'll help you. Man, that dude is like a freaking hero, man. At least for politics. Graham says Megan Fox has toe thumbs. You cannot unsee it. Oh, Scott Presser's is gay too, right? He knows Christians are against him, but still helps. Yeah. It's too bad that a lot of times Christians fight they fight the wrong fight. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Christians, I've seen Christians argue for years about some like things that are just not important to for instance, it's very clear that Jesus said, if you see someone hungry, give them something to eat. Basically, he's like, there are people that need some help. Give them some help, you know? And yet I've seen Christians argue and just like consume their entire time whether or not Adam had a belly button or not. And you're like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Just to kind of prove they're right. Look at Zero. Already starting. I see you. That's the biggest problem here. Us Christians need to keep praying for that saving grace and scale be lifted off those eyes. I think one of the biggest lies that Christians tell people is that they'll pray for them. I used to see Christians, people reach out and beg for help and beg for, I need this. And I'd see people say, hey, I'll pray for you, and never pray for them. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? Like, I think years ago, I used that too as an excuse. I'll pray for you and just kind of like hum it off. I was very convicted like 5 years ago about that. That's just a Christian thing to say. I'll pray for you, man. But if you are going to say that, please, with everything that's in you, please mean it. Please mean it. And say when you pray for them, be specific in your prayers for them. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I was convicted of that. It was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. And then you kind of forget about it as the day go on. It's like I was really convicted of that. I ain't perfect by a long shot, like, but it's just, you know, some people wear their sin on their sleeve. Some people hide it in a dark cave. You know, it's like, who am I to judge, right? Where else? Nicki Minaj came out and said this. As they do their ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. Watch. It is crazy that when someone from the industry, someone that was in the industry, I do too. That's why when I comment in the prayer chat, I'm like, let me go through the list. And then I'm like, okay, I went through the list, and then we pray for everyone that's in the prayer chat at Patreon. So When did Nicki Minaj become a Christian? I believe it was after her first child was born. She really was like, I need to make some changes here. The thing is, when there's someone we've seen it a few times, someone that was in the industry and they come out of the industry and they begin to talk, the stories that man, like Matthew Marsden, go follow his YouTube channel. Sometimes he starts spilling the beans a little bit and you're like, yeesh. Hanging out with Gina and all them celebs at those cons for that 2 years, and hearing the stories in the back, you're like, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, all right. When someone asks me for a prayer, I stop and say, let's pray right now for that. If they don't want to, then I pray on my own as soon as I walk away. Lauren Lance for $5. That's a good holy habit to have, You know? People make bad life choices and then turn to God when they're desperate. Sometimes that's the only time God gets their attention. Yeah, there's Matthew Marston's channel right there. Freaking awesome guy. Yeah, Jim Carrey has called some of this stuff out. Thundera says this is why platforms like YouTube are important. Independent media is majority important because it gives people opportunities without all the crap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see you, Cole Hauser. Do prayers only count if you speak them out loud? No. Sizzle Chest says toe thumbs don't bother me. Transitioning her kids does. I see you, Corn Boy, over there on Kick. Prayer is such a over taught. Sometimes I feel like people complicate prayer when it doesn't need to be complicated at all, when it's just literally like having a conversation with somebody. When they said, Jesus, teach us to pray, he said the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day this daily bread. It's like basically he just kind of broke down the outlines, like acknowledging that God is God and I am not. Help us with some, our daily needs. Forgive my sins. And if I did wrong by somebody, ask for forgiveness. I've asked people for forgiveness, but it's a constant walk, it's a constant walk. Not perfect by a long run, but yeah, once Jim Carrey started speaking out, all of a sudden rumors of his ex. Once Jim Carrey started speaking out, all of a sudden rumors that his ex killed herself because of him started going around. Interesting how that happens. Yeah. Oh, I'm about to cough. Hold on. Oh, that was a rough one. Good thing I muted it, Most celebs that speak out get blacklisted. Yeah. Have you prayed for forgiveness from Pooh Bear? Man, me and Pooh are good, man. Y'all never saw the follow-up video. That's the problem. Y'all never saw the follow-up video. Gave me a big hug. Everything is good. Everything is good. And you want to see what the freaking people like Hakeem Jeffries and others like in the political realm, they gaslight these people. You know, listen to this rhetoric. Hold on, I think I have it here. Listen to this. I was supposed to play this the other day. Here it is right here. Cat Williams. Yeah, that dude's podcast was that podcast was wow. Wow. What's up, Scream Queen? I always pray for my enemies. I don't know why. I just think that what we disagree on is kind of worthless in the grand scheme of things. A lot of times it really is, you know? A lot of times it really is.
Disgraceful. She's got to go. We are dead serious.
He's talking about Christy Nome.
She needs to be put on ice permanently.
He literally said that Christy Nome needs to be put on ice permanently. Jay, just curious, what scripture teaches you that Jesus is God? Thanks. Jesus told his disciples, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes before the Father except through me. Is that what you're looking for? Kind of interrupted Hakeem Jeffries. I felt that was important. Are you looking for where he says, I am God? When he talks about God the Father, he talks about him and God being one. Before we get into, all right, hold on. Let me answer it. Like, I really want you to understand this. And I appreciate the question. When the Bible talks about the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, I kind of think about it like water a little bit. You know, water is the same, but it could be a gas, it could be a solid, it could be a liquid. So it's like 3 different parts, but they're all the same thing. You know? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I knew that. Just curious, that's all. I personally believe they are separate beings. That's what I kind of look at it. I could be wrong. But when I got that understanding, like water can be a gas, it could be a solid, it could be a liquid, but it's all the same. You know? To me that kind of like sets it apart, you know? Does that make sense? Or am I like totally out of left field here? God the Father is the liquid water, you know? Jesus is the manifestation of God becoming flesh, which is like the solid, and the Holy Spirit is like, you know. That's me. I ain't no spiritual leader, no pastor, so But once I kind of like got that, kind of figured it out. Drifting into, man, you know, I don't understand these big words. What does that mean? I'm a simple man with a simple. I'm a simple man with a simple plan. Nothing special. And you calling me this big word? Nestorianism is a 5th century Christian heresy which proposed that Jesus existed as 2 distinct persons, one human and one divine, rather than a single undefined person. Huh. So is that what I am? It teaches that Christ is both God and human in such a way that it denies Christ is one person and one Lord Jesus. Huh. Oh, I learned something today, huh? I mean, you might have missed the point where I literally said, I ain't a pastor. Don't don't come to me for spiritual advice. I'm a heretic. Well, that's what I believe. So God the Father is omnipotent being that created all. God is the Son in him in physical form, the ultimate sacrifice for salvation for our souls. God the Holy Spirit is his comfort and love. I mean, I believe that too. I was just trying to explain it in a way, you know. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Why Christian got to fight about stuff like that? why y'all got to get on me about that? I ain't no one special. I just want common sense to rule again. Oh. I understood what you meant. All right. You're doing great. I'm trying, man. Oh, no, not you, Tricky. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. Actually, I wasn't talking about anything. Jade's Groundhog Day. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Riskit? What's up, Riskit? What's up, Riskit? All right, we'll move on. Now that I've been shamed and shunned. Florida just passed a law that in Florida, for a driver's license test will be English only, effective February 6th. All printed exams in Spanish, Haitian Creole, and other languages will be removed. Translation services will not be allowed either. We'll move on from Jay being a heretic to oh, tricky thoughts today. Shout out, brother. Thanks for being a member here, brother. And I wasn't talking about you, man. I was just making a joke. We're just making a joke. No matter what you think about me and my Christian walk, at least I'm on the road, right? At least I'm on the road, huh? base, though some people from Alabama still fell. That's why it's in Florida. Florida. It's in Florida. You know? Donna says several times I've walked in on a patient room and the first thing they say in English, do you speak Spanish? When I say no, they treat you like dirt. Wow. Agree or disagree, Jay? I appreciate the discussion. Be well, brother. Hey, nah, it's all love, man. It's all love. I've said this a million times. I am not above correction, and I love to learn stuff, and I love to, be challenged a little bit. It's just hard for someone like me. You want to know why? It's because those, spending all those years, building hospitals and, in orphanages in Haiti, and it's thinking that this is seeing a lot of Christian rhetoric from people during those years. It was very difficult for me, where it was a lot of preach one thing, do something else. While I'm out here you can't say anything to me. Have you moved to a third world country and you build hospitals and stuff? Have you done that? And yeah, you got some nerve pointing your finger at me, saying I don't know what I'm doing. When's the last time you sacrificed anything for God? That was my mental attitude for a while, and I had to be corrected on that. That's all I'm saying. So I'm on this journey again. I'm on this journey, and I'm trying to figure it out, just like the rest of us. No hate in here. I know there's people that don't even believe in God in here, and that's, would never go after any one of y'all. And Tricky Thoughts today with 10 gifted memberships. He triggers the Rose Tico. Pride is a sin, 100%. Do you receive some conviction, Jay? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Look at Thundarius, man. I love it. Oh man, I'm all I'm all for the day we get to heaven. I could see God now. Y'all really took what I said and did that? Y'all really did that? That's not what I meant. What's wrong with you? You needed to go here and do this. It's just that simple. What's wrong with you? That's what I feel. I feel Jesus is going to be like, did you really have to argue about that, buddy? Really? Did you really have to? That's not what I meant at all. You guys completely took the books of Timothy out of context. Completely. Holy crap. I bet there's going to be a lot of that. I think Jesus is doing a lot of face palming, especially lately. Yeah. I hope I get it right, Anyway, let's get back to I appreciate the conversation. Lord knows. And for anyone that wants to watch, I am putting a team together of priests and pastors and some Christian folk just to have a good old fashioned discussion on this channel. It's all laying perfectly. You don't have to watch if you don't believe or don't care. I'd love for them to answer some questions. I know their answers are going to be different because of their affiliation, maybe, but I think it'll be kind of fun. And we're going to argue. Yeah, I'm going to Brian, you never finished up your follow-up question. You said, do I ever feel convicted? If I do something wrong, I feel convicted about stuff. Sometimes I feel terrible about stuff. Sometimes. It'll probably be Jay's most successful channel. It'll be on this channel. Again.
It's disgraceful. She's got to go. We are dead serious. She needs to be put on ice permanently.
It's this type of rhetoric coming from the left is why people are getting hurt and why people on their side are getting hurt, because they listen to this stuff and they say, like, this guy needs to be put on ice permanently. We all know exactly what that means. We all know when somebody says that, it means you got a 86, right? Like, that's what it means. And for him to come out and say this, it's inciting violence. That's just what they do. And just to say it with a smug on his face, you know, just like being so smug and like needs to be put on ice permanently. It's I don't know, man. Like, this is just it is scary rhetoric, because these people will think we've got to save our country, so we've got to do something violently. He will trigger people to do stuff violently, and that's how we end up with what had in Minneapolis. These people run up on cops, try to hit them with their cars, have guns in their side and all that stuff. Holy crap, look who's in my chat. Good thing she missed the God discussion. If anyone could correct me in my walk with Jesus, it would be Gothics. Holy crap. She would be the one after we spent 40 minutes talking about Jesus. She'd come in and correct me real quick, probably. Jay, what is your problem? Maybe I should get her on the no, you're good. Maybe I should get her on the Gothics. I'm putting a team together of Christians and pastors to answer some basic questions. She'd rip us apart. That's the thing, man. Oof. Yeah, I'm cooked now. I guess so. It's over. I would never argue with her. Are you kidding me? If you don't know the story of Gothics, she was a crazy leftist, crazy woman like we were talking about here. She then came to the light, and now she sees. She literally she's like the Nicki Minaj of the gaming sphere. Oh, she's like, I still have the haircut. Imagine bringing Gothics on with these pastors that I have coming on, and they don't know who she is, and they see her hair. Oh, man. They'd be like, who did you bring on? Like, what's going to happen? Anyway, amazing follow, amazing YouTuber, amazing story. If you don't know who she is, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend hanging out with Gothics. Yeah, I just subbed. Her story into faith and her walk with God has been very inspirational, not only to me but others. Because I feel like I'm on the same walk, you know. Just like rediscovering who Jesus is in my life and what his role is in this whole thing, not only in my life but in many others. So, oh, that's right, she does. She has her movie on Amazon Prime if you want to watch. That's right. $631 people here. Shout out. Documentary on Gothics on Amazon. What's it called? Have religious debate on the show. Put a poll in the chat to vote who won the debate. You can call the stream the Devil's Advocate, Donna Hall. Yeah, she has a movie about her journey on Amazon. The only problem with Christian debating, it's called Gothics, but carry on. This is your stream. Nah, you don't watch many drunk 3POJ streams, do you? It's like it's all over the place. Like by right now, we're about, the 2-hour mark. The chat usually takes over. People say stuff, we just talk about it. So you came in at a perfect time. You came in at a perfect time. This stream is run by the chat. The chat is crazy. I might have a list of topics lined up. They'll come in here and just totally change everything. And it's like we just sit here. Freaking Friday, I sat here and watched the chat give gifted donations for 3 hours. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Yeah, chat rules all. I'll reach out. I'll reach out to her. I wonder if she would make it. Also in Florida, as we celebrate our country's 250th anniversary, Florida rejects concerted efforts to marginalize our nation's history, distort the principles of the founding, and demonetize our founders. Today, I'm proud to proclaim George Washington's birthday a state holiday to honor America's indispensable man. For Washington's birthday weekend, February 12th to the 16th, Floridians can enjoy free admission to all state parks and other state-owned public lands. We're also launching an American 250 Florida essay contest, which will allow students throughout the state to enter for a chance to receive a scholarship to any of our state colleges and universities. We're planning a series of additional events, exhibits, and opportunities statewide for Floridians to celebrate the spirit of 76. Visit America 250 Florida for the official hub for our year-long celebration, huh? Sometimes you gotta love living in Florida, Shout out Gothics. Thanks for stopping by. My man Clyde, I know that's you, Clyde. New Squalor for 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Shout out. I might take advantage of that. Go to a state park for free. Pretty cool. So George Washington's birthday, a state holiday. That means the banks are going to be closed, right? All that. Banks going to be closed. Nobody look at the stock market. Holy crap. Yo, what is this, Tree Bear? What is this? The Adventures of Little Batman and Fat Robin. Why am I in the back? I got you, Little Batman, but what is that smell? Bro, I bet this burns Beardo that he's not Batman. When you're a Batman fan, the last thing you want to be is Robin. At least I have my own superhero. I got my own superhero. That's where we're at. Over on Rumble, VJ says, I love the randomness of the show. You never know what to expect, and that is itself keeps it fresh. I appreciate it. Does anybody else like the randomness of the show? Or does it drive you crazy? Should I be more structured? I see you, Bruce. Shout out, VJ. That's what I love about this show, says Nerd Slap. That is just all over the place. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Shout out to the 645 people watching. God bless you. That's the end. We're done. I'll see you on daily. Be the reason someone smiles today. You're important. You matter. You have a purpose. Keep trucking along. Stay warm out there. And I appreciate all the love and support. I really do. I appreciate all the love. Oh, man. One last one. I'm an atheist, but I have no problem with God stuff now. Look at this guy, Samurai Knight. Look at this guy. God bless you too, Samurai Knight. Jay skipping my super chat. Wait. Don't go nowhere. Did I? What do you call a nun? What do you call a nun's old clothes? Wait. What do you call a nun's old clothes? A holy habit. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here.